Welcome. Scott here. Here is a quick boss guide for the upcoming Intersecting Wills, God Only Hopes featuring the returning Enna Kros from World of Final Fantasy. The event synergy units are Enna Kros, Thancred, Prompto, Noel, Lulu and Basch. Enna Kros Burst and Noel's FR will be making their debut. Both will be getting their reworks and FR boards. Noel finally gotten his force enhancements. We will be fighting two Ingranaggio which has 200 million HP each. Both bosses do not have any major resistances. The turn requirement is 45. The HP requirements is 8000. Before I continue further, here is a small disclaimer clause for the video. The guide is written based on the time that the event was released for the Japanese version. Please do note that it is possible that the boss fight mechanics might differ when the actual event is released in global. Like most other Shinryu fights, the boss gains increased brave damage and gain resistances at start of the fight and 79% HP threshold. Bringing a support like Iris, Setzer, Rosa, Queen, Braska, Rem, Yuna, Pernello, Charlotta, Aerith, Ramza, Selpha that grants damage boosting aura will make your fight easier. As the boss gains substantial boost to their defenses with the auras, it is important to inflict debuffs that lower their defenses. On the screen, I have listed down the examples of the key utility that you can consider for this fight. The fight does not have any complex mechanics and boss attacks are mainly single target. Throughout the fight as the boss force gauge building up, they will gain access to a permanent barrier buff that resists your party brave damage by 999% of the boss attack stats. The buff can be either removed via dispel or have your party inflicting break on the boss. To cancel the boss force time, you need to use a dark and holy FR that deals brave damage. In the game, without any additional utility, only Enna Kros FR meet the requirements. However, you can meet the criteria by bring holy and dark enchanters. For party dark enchanters, you can consider bring Xanda or Shantato. For holy enchanters, you can consider bringing Minwoo, Sidor, Paladin Cecil, Ash, Eiko, or Kuja. As there is no party true enchant for these two elements, you can meet the cancel requirements with a combination of Xanda LDCA with a holy enchant LDCA like Minwoo or Ash along any non-elemental FR. To ensure you have the means of handling the barrier buff, you need to have instant break or dispel utility. For units with instant break, you can consider Noel, Dorgan, Lon and Ren, Sephiroth, Arthan, Jack Garland, Gabrinth, or Strago. For dispel utility, you can consider bringing Pain, Beatrix, Reno, Seymour, Baldheer, Sid Raines, Sarah, or Yuffie. Other than that, the fight does not have any troublesome mechanics. If you have key utility to handle this fight, you will be fine for this. This fight can be cheesed with infamous ult Quina or Adaroth combo, however you need a buff negation call, Aerith LDCA and a damage mitigation call. As we are no longer have Lufania plus fights, the boss guide will be focused primarily on Shinryu fights. In Shinryu, you need to understand the effects gained by the boss as the force gauge build up, its force ability and its force time effect. As your party has low force levels, it is highly certain that the boss force gauge will build up faster than yours. To have a better understanding on the basics of the force gauge mechanics and Shinryu fights, I have done a video explaining the mechanics. I have included the link to the video under the comments and video description for your quick reference. Throughout the fight, the boss will also gain 4% charge rate up when your party members act. When the force gauges reach 10%, 50%, or 70%, the boss will trigger barrier erected. This will result the boss gain a permanent framed buff called barrier. This buff isn't like your normal brave shield, the buff will resist your party brave damage by 999% of the boss attack stats. To remove the buff, you need to use either an instant break or dispel utility. The boss force gauge will build up faster as its HP is lowered. You can refer to the table on the screen for the percentages. At the 100% threshold, the boss will use its force ability, Needle Giga Spread Plus, which result the boss reset its break status, followed by an AoE Brave plus HP attack and grants the boss party barrier buff. Upon using the Force ability, the boss will enter into its Force time where the gauge will start to emit a red hue with a counter of 10 on its gauge. When the Force time is activated, the bosses will gain an enhancement where all their Brave hits will deal Brave cap damage or Rainbow. All your party max HP will be lowered by 70%. To deal the boss Force weakness, you need to use a Force ability that deals both holy and dark damage. Without any utility, Enna Kros will meet the requirement. If not, you can enchant any non-elemental FR with dark and holy enchant. For party dark enchanters, you can consider bring Xanda or Shantato. For holy enchanters, you can consider bringing Minwoo, Sidor, Paladin Cecil, Ash, Eiko, or Kuja. As there is no party true enchant, you can make use of a combination of Xanda LDCA with a holy enchant LDCA like Minwoo or Ash along with any non-elemental FR. Now, let us go through the fight key mechanics. The fight does not have a lot of mechanics to take note of. The boss has a standard attack rotation of Wind Slash and Arrow. Wind Slash is a single target magic brave attack that grants the boss party 50% attack up for 5 turns. On the right side of the screen, I have shown the list of instant breaks or dispel utility. Likewise, you can also make use buff negation utility to prevent the boss from gaining buffs with either Aerith LD, Vincent BT, or Ash BT aura. With the boss mechanics explained, let us proceed to the unit's FR Burst Kit review. Before I end the guide, let us cover a bit on featured FRBT unit, Enna Kros. Enna gains some minor rework to her kit with stronger buffs and her skills have more HP dumps. She is the infamous single target nuker with her LD. To enable her Force time, you need to have a combination of dark and holy elements. Okay, now let us proceed to talk about her FR. Her FR is an AoE melee brave plus HP executed 4 times, which also deletes all targets' turns. Upon activation, it will raise the party HP damage and max brave cap by 50% if the party is dealing elemental weakness. Her FR has the following conditions. Dealing holy ability will result you getting 20% HP damage bonus. Dealing dark ability will result you getting 20% HP damage bonus. Pair Enna with the elemental enchanters or you can make fulfilling this condition easier if you have Enna's BT. You will meet the last condition by having the unit held brave at 100% of his or her max brave before they deal the HP attack. Fulfilling this will get you 40% HP damage bonus. Pair brave refund base supports like Rem, Aerith, Sarah, Ursula with Enna. Overall, if you can meet the conditions, it is a very decent FR. Otherwise you will struggle to meet if you neither have the call utility for party elemental enchant for holy and dark nor having Enna Kros BT. Let me cover a bit on her BT aura. The BT aura lasts 6 turns. Like most BT, Enna BT gives the following aura upon activation. It will raise the party's max brave cap by 30%, HP damage by 20%, brave damage by 20% and brave damage cap by 50%. The BT gives the party 2 elemental enchant, holy and dark. The BT also give a special gimmick that allows you to round up the last 5 digit of all your HP attack. If you are dealing 5.5 million HP damage, the damage will be rounded up to 6 million HP. If you have a HP damage of 950k for 6 hits, all 6 HP attacks will be rounded up to a million. So, if your party have the damage output, this BT can be very strong to abuse. Enna is a valuable unit if you intend to use her for White Crystal quest runs. Now let us proceed to the other featured character, Noel. Noel has finally gotten his Force enhancements. He also gotten a decent rework on his kit with more damage dumps and strong buff. His FR will result him to unbreak all target followed by an AoE Brave plus HP attack with every HP unbreaking the target. Due to the unbreak and rebreaks mechanism, you will see the enemy's turn push as if they were delayed. As long as you are attacking broken targets, you will 50% HP damage bonus and 50% max brave cap. His FR has the following conditions. Use a melee ability will get you 40% HP damage. Just form a melee-oriented party with Noel and you will be good to go. Inflict break while a turn will get you 40% HP damage. Noel has a lot of means to break his target. His S2, LD and FR have instant break mechanics. All his ability except for his burst have ability to unbreak targets. His FR strongly favor a melee party-oriented party. If the boss does not have brave floor mechanics and you can reliably break the target, this FR offers a very good FR phase. The FR also allow you to loop infinite COR link strikes or abuse Dorgan follow-up. Let me cover a bit on his BT aura. The BT aura lasts for 8. Noel BT has conditions to meet, which are relatively easy to make, which is to make the boss broken. If you are able to meet them, they offer very strong auras. While his BT aura is active, your party brave damage cap will increase by 50%. When the boss target is broken, your party will gain 50% brave damage up, HP damage up by 30% and raises the max brave cap by 30%. The BT aura also provide the following boosts to Noel himself specifically, raising his max brave cap by 50%, grant him free ability uses and 100% EX recast gauge. The BT is an important utility if you intending to use him as your primary damage dealer. He is also a solid investment for the Yellow Crystal run. With this, I have come to the end of my boss guide presentation. Hopefully you find it useful. If you like the video, please give a like. Please subscribe to my channel for future gaming content. Good luck for the fight in the coming day. Bye.